Hey guys, it is Scott the Steamroller Steen with Steamroller Picks and HitThePick.com. It is Thursday, baby. It's the Sweet 16. It's the 27th of March. Let's get to dancing. What do you say? But before we do it, take a look and see how we did yesterday. We had UC Irvine minus 5.5 against the UAB Blazers. Couldn't get home. Could not get home. No bad beats, nothing like that. They were never covering, at least in the second half and overtime. They never were over the number. Ended up winning by 4, but that was basically hitting 2 free throws at scramble time there at the very end to get it to 4. So, yeah, good game. Not a great pick. On the premium side, I had Kent State plus 4.5. Looked okay for a half as they were down 4 at the break. But the Ramblers rambled their way to a big second half and put that one away. I ended up winning by 10. In the NBA, we had the Clippers -2 against the Knicks. Knicks were on a back-to-back there. Clippers been red hot. I really like that play. And we went to the well again on the UAB UC Irvine game, played under 160.5. And despite the overtime, because they don't call it undertime, except today they did, as we went to an extra 5 minutes and still landed under the number, landed 158. So we'll take that 2-1 premium and 0-1 on the freebie. 2-2 all day. You know what? Kiss your sister for me. Let's make some money today. What do you say? We're gonna take a look at this BYU Alabama game. Guys, I got the total here at 176.5. 176.5, 176.5. Sorry, nobody writes halves anymore. So this one went up. We did a show this afternoon. I don't know if you guys got to catch that. We had a great time. Mark Miller joined us, who just wrote a brand new book about the 7 blue buds in college basketball. Great read. So check that out if you get a chance over there. Hit the Pick YouTube channel. Anyway, when we were doing this show, BYU Alabama total was 175.5. It is now 176.5. And I use FanDuel at the time I'm recording. So right now it's about 1 a.m. Central Time, and I use FanDuel simply because it's the most popular book in the United States. So that's the number that I use in case you guys ever wonder about when and how that happens exactly. If you watch this video in the morning and also it's 178 or whatever. So just to give you a little background, how I do the numbers. Anyway, you guys know me when it comes to totals. I'm always looking first and foremost at the under because that's almost always where the value lies. And why is that? Well, the sports bettors are optimists, ladies and gentlemen, and they like to bet overs, like to bet favorites. That's the way it works. Consequently, books always shade the lines just a little bit to the over. And of course, the more popular the game, it's more likely to be shaded. Having said that, I can't get to the under with this one. I really can't. For starters, the Tide's games average 172 points. They score 91 and give up 81. And that 81 that they give up, that's despite some low totals like 54 to UNC Asheville, 64 to McNeese, and 54 to Kent State. Man, I wish I'd seen that before I made the bet. Kidding. And they are 346th in points surrendered. That is not good out of 364 teams. That is not just the most by any tournament team. It is the most by a lot. The next closest team in the tournament, anybody want to guess? Kentucky at number 307. In this tourney, they hung 90 on Bobby Morris, and they put up 80 against St. Mary's. Now, of course, St. Mary's, 80 points. That doesn't sound like a lot until you remember it's the only time the Gales gave up 80 points all season long. So on the other side of the ball, BYU has played to the over in both of their games. They had a game against Wisconsin, a team that ranks 12th in offensive efficiency, 146th in tempo, and that one landed 180. For reference, Bama's offense is 4th in offensive efficiency. And of course, as we've talked about ad nauseum, they're number 1 in tempo. The Cougars are 7th in the nation in made threes, and they and the Badgers each made 12 last time out. By the way, Tide is not too far down on that list as they check in at number 16 on made threes this season. Although this seems like an outrageous total, 176.5 for 40 minutes of college basketball, Alabama has eclipsed that number in 8 of their last 12. Meanwhile, BYU, they have put up some good numbers, some big numbers on some very good tournament teams. Besides the 91 versus Wisconsin, they also had 88 against Iowa State, 96 against Arizona, and 93 against Baylor. I think we're going to have some fun with this one, and we're going to watch it and make it rain. Give me the BYU Cougars, Alabama Crimson Tide over 176.5. At the end of that one, you guys can join me as we pick up our winning tickets and head back to the window. All right, guys, as always, thanks very much for watching. I appreciate it. As always, please do me a favor, if you would be so kind and hit that like button, smash that thumb for me, and subscribe to both the channels. If you haven't done so already, hit the Pick YouTube and Steamroller Picks YouTube channel as well. Naturally, I want to know what you're playing. You backing me up on this one? You playing that monster over? Or are you saying, nope, Scotty, that's just too many points for me? Let me know in the comment section. And, of course, if you get a chance, drop your plays in there. A lot of guys have been red hot. Bronco Devil can't stop hitting parlays. So, make sure you check that out. And not only drop a comment, but read some of the other ones that are there. All right. Hey, you guys have a great day, man. We got 4 fantastic days of basketball coming up. And at the end of that four-day stretch, we're going to know who's in the Final Four. Should be a blast, and I can't wait. You guys have a great day. As always, thanks very much for watching. Let's go out there and beat the books. Win, lose, or draw with this ridiculous total. We'll be back tomorrow. Talk all about it. Take care. We'll see you then.